Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Trevor and this is where I talk about all things e-commerce. If you like what you see, then please click subscribe. In this video I'm going to be talking about the wonders of cross-border trade. I'm a big fan of cross-border trade and we do about 50% of our sales to countries outside our home market, which is the UK. Now there's a number of reasons why cross-border sales is a really good idea. Firstly, you're selling the same products to more people worldwide. You're reaching new customers without that much more effort. Also, if you're a mature market like the US or the UK, you might find you can get better prices if you sell things internationally. So for example, if you sell something in the UK, there's no VAT in the USA, so you get to keep that money. So if you're put off by cross-border trade, I'm here to tell you it's not that hard. Most of the time you're taking the same product and putting it into a different bag and it's being sent by the same courier by a different service or by a different courier. So it's not that difficult. The other question is customer service. If you're selling to different countries in different languages, how do you manage that? Now, Google Translate is your friend. You've been using Google Translate for a long time, and I have to say the quality is really remarkably good. You can also use spreadsheets to create your international translated listings. Google Spreadsheets has a function where you can translate the content from one cell to another. So translation really isn't a problem. Now let's talk about the different channels you can use to sell internationally. The first one we're going to discuss is eBay. Now eBay is not the e-commerce first that it once was, but it's still a major e-commerce player. It has 22 different country sites and about 150 million users worldwide. If you add international postage options to your items, they will automatically be listed in different countries. eBay will do the translation for you and also do the currency conversions, and you can just pick up new customers.
So if we look at the back end of eBay and we look at where the postage is set on a listing, I'm just going to edit the postage here. First you have the domestic postage and then there's international postage. Now the first thing to note is something called the Global Shipping Program. This is where you ship your products to eBay and it then ships them internationally for you. Works pretty well in my experience and you don't have to bother about international shipping. You can also set your own international shipping rates. I have to say I'm not entirely sure if you select both of them what happens. But you can set up multiple zones and set up shipping for those zones. And this enables your products to then be shown on different eBay sites around the world, and eBay will do the automatic translation and currency conversion for you.
Next, Amazon. Amazon really needs no introduction. It is the biggest e-commerce company worldwide and has sites in over 20 countries. Amazon is set up for international trade and in fact it encourages its sellers to sell products internationally. If you have an ASIN in one country, the ASIN being Amazon's product code for a particular product, the chances are if you look for that same ASIN in another country, it will be there. It's just a question of listing against that ASIN, adding shipping and adding your price.
If we go into Amazon Seller Central and we go to inventory, there's an option called Sell Globally. This shows you all the sites which you could possibly sell on as a seller. So here we've got Americas, USA, Canada, Mexico, Europe, and it's got multiple European countries, etc. Shows you your sales from those countries and also shows you if there's any problems. There's a number of ways you can sell internationally from Amazon. Firstly, you can set your shipping templates to offer international shipping. So if you go into settings and then shipping settings, you can make sure that you add different international shipping destinations. So for example, if someone goes onto the UK site from Austria, they can buy the product and get it sent to them directly. If we go back to inventory, then sell globally, there's an option called build international listings. And what that does is it enables you to mirror your UK listings onto different countries. So you choose the SKUs you want to mirror and the countries you want to mirror onto. It does, broadly speaking, work quite well, but it can be a bit of a problem if you have a complicated setup. It should be the case that a listing across all different countries which has the same barcode should have the same ASIN. So if we take an example from my inventory, so if we take this learning resources ASIN, this is the ASIN up here in the URL. If we go to the USA site and search for that ASIN, same one here. So it's the same product, has the same ASIN in different countries, and you can just list against that product and then ship it from your home country.
Shopify is the leading e-commerce platform, and in my experience, a great platform. It's really easy to use. It has recently launched something called Shopify Markets, where you can list your products in up to 50 different countries. So if you look at the top right hand side of your Shopify store, it'll have a country pull down and a currency pull down. You can have translations and different prices for every country. It's really easy to use, and by just a small amount of setup, you can offer your products to customers around the world.
To access Shopify Markets, go to Settings in your Shopify accounts and then down to Markets. Here you can define the different markets you sell to. And just about every country you would possibly want to sell to is in this list. You can choose to let Shopify do a currency conversion for you, or you can specify the specific rates in different currencies. Uploading translations into Shopify is a bit of a pain at the moment, but there are some apps which are coming out to fix that. Back on the front end of the website, the countries you've specified will appear in the drop-down list along with the currencies you have specified for that country.
Now, the best and easiest way of advertising your products internationally is via Google Product Search. These are the adverts at the top of the page when you do a search for a physical product. Google operates in most of the major economies around the world, and what you need to do to set up Google Product Search for different countries is to create a different feed for each country from Shopify into Google Product Search. Alongside the paid adverts, there's also a certain amount of free traffic you will get from doing this.
Google Shopping ads are the ads that appear at the top of the page when you search for physical products. So I've searched for one of our products here, Jano Ride-On, and you can see that's our advert on the left here. This is in English, but if you have your website set up with Shopify Markets for different languages, you can produce feeds from within Shopify for different languages, feed those into Google and advertise in lots of different countries. So you can advertise in your own country, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, USA, wherever. The world is your oyster with Google. They work in just about every country. It's a great and easy way of advertising your products internationally. Google does the targeting for you, and Shopify has this Shopify Markets program which works very well with the checkout. It's easy to take payments and it's easy to promote your products.
Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you found that informative. If you like what you see, please sign up for notifications and also subscribe.